What's up, everybody? Well, I figured since JR Pro Shop did a video on pins with ropes that I would do one too, but what they didn't show you, I'm gonna show you. Now, hopefully I get a super strike in so you can see how annoying these things can get if you're a high rev player, but overall, my honest opinion, I definitely agree, a lot less maintenance, especially for a small place. We're out at Victory Lanes out here in Deer Lodge, and yeah, I decided to travel with my schoolie to get over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go onto the inside and get a lane set up. We're gonna take some throws, and then we're gonna show you what the pins actually look like when they're resetting, since JR Pro Shop didn't, okay? And then we'll talk about a little bit more on the inside. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go get a lane. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens, shall we? I gotta say, that was a lot easier than it's been a couple other times. I only had to pick them up and drop them one time to get them to reset. But that's kind of what you deal with when you're dealing with string pins. So the wife's gonna take a shot, and then after that I'm gonna see if I can land one more now that I've got my line dialed. Okay, so that's the kind of stuff you got to deal with rope pins. A violent shatter of the rack is usually going to result in them having to reset like that, like they were. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up this spare, and then we'll see what happens on the next couple of throws. Hard when it's burned. So this is those kind of things, you know, they talk about tangles and stuff like that on rope pins. You saw an example of what happens, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a strike this time and see what happens. That's not bad, 3 drops, but that just gives you an idea. Not like it's a bad thing, it's just a little bit longer of a wait time between your rack resetting. Okay, so as far as messengers and ropes taking out pins and stuff, I'll go ahead and let you guys determine whether it actually happens or not. I think it makes a difference between pin action and whether a rope takes out your pins. I also think in some cases it is a lot easier for you to pick up your spares, but I'll let you be the judge, okay? So the wife's gonna throw, and then we'll see what happens.
And they'll sit down nice and gentle.
It's the opposite of my teeth. See? Bring another. the left side really hard. Well, needless to say, I'm not Jungo. Now, as you can see, there is no sweeper, so there's no reason for it to sweep the deck. It literally just picks the pins up, locks them in a cradle, and then sets them back down, regardless of whether it's your first throw for a strike or if it's your spare pickup, all right? So I hope you guys like the way that looks. We're gonna take a couple more shots and see what happens, see if we can get it to drop and reset more than 5 times by doing a super strike, which is a very violent hit into the pocket, so that the pins go absolutely crazy. So we'll see what happens.
Not quite another strike.
That's one. Now watch this. So that's literally how it has to reset. Now that one didn't shatter the way it did, but at least it was a strike.
Then I'll come back for 8.
So I don't know if you saw that during her spare pickup, but the rope actually took out the 10 pin. That hurt the finger. So that last shot hurt my middle finger, and that's why it was important on why I did the release video on how to not do this and more of this, okay? So if you haven't watched that, check it out. It's on one of my shorts. And not the ones I'm wearing right now. King of the gutters.
That's a first for me.
Okay, so just for fun, I'm going to switch over to my Black Widow, my original, and I'm going to see what happens. I think I found the ball. Check that out. Shockingly, that was clean.
I'll take a Brooklyn.
and clean. So I don't know if you've noticed that, but when it went to go reset the rack and it dropped the rope tension to pick them all up, the 10 pin actually fell over, which means that it probably would have been a strike. But you know, that's just what you deal with sometimes when it comes to rope pins. Sometimes the rope takes out pins that you weren't originally going to take out, and sometimes it doesn't, okay? And sometimes they just fall over when they were supposed to, but didn't because there was a rope attached to it. So don't get discouraged. It's just something you think you need to know, you know what I mean, if you're gonna go bowling on marionettes or rope pins or whatever you guys wanna call them. I gotta say, for how violently that struck, that was a pretty smooth reset. All right, so this is the 10th frame, just got a gutter ball, so I'm at the point where I'm like, hey, I'm gonna try something different. So I'm gonna go ahead and try a strike throw with my Freeze Hybrid. Hybrid pearl cover stock, 14 pounds, drilled aggressively, short pin layout. Not really what I was going for, but I missed my mark too, so oh well. All right, well, that's going to go ahead and conclude our bowling. I just basically wanted to show you the difference between standard pins and rope pins. JR Pro Shop didn't cover it, but in case you didn't see my other video on this place, like I said, this is Victory Lanes and Deer Lodge, and this place is totally epic, okay? They have 6 lanes. They're all rope pins. And as you can see, there's all 6 back there. There's big screens in case you want to watch a game or anything else in the middle of your bowling. And then when you come over to the side right here, all the way in the back, he does have a pro shop, but also on top of that, he's got games for the kids. And yes, if you're into golf, that is a golf simulator out in the back, okay? They've also got a little bit of a grill and stuff like that. So if you like pizza, burgers, and all that good stuff, definitely a place to stop if you're in Deer Lodge, Montana, okay? As for the rest of the building, there it is. That's basically what it looks like. You've got all your bowling balls here. And then when you go ahead and pay for your games, you see the lady right there. And by the way, there is a mini bar, okay? And they have soft drinks as well. So you guys take care. I'll see you next time. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested. Hit the like button if you liked anything in the video. Drop your comments down below because I really do want to hear what you guys have to say about rope pins. And I will see you next time. Don't forget your notification bell.